hello. It said hello. It said hello. A big blue fish.
We are about to head north again. We just stopped in here for a few days. Got some more fuel because we'll be battling the wind. My little helper Skylar came with me, and of course she's looking at all the fish off the dock. She absolutely loves it. How big is it?
This big. It says hello. It said hello. It said hello. It said peekaboo.
It came right up and said hello to you.
Hello. It said hello. Maybe you will come right here and say peekaboo to me.
It's a very nerve-wracking exit here and entrance when we came in. It's only 15 feet deep, but the channel's very narrow and it's like 3 feet deep on either side, so you really have to follow it out to not get grounded. And where we anchored, we were in 6 feet or 7 feet deep, so it's pretty intense, but we're almost through it, and we'll be out to open ocean here pretty soon. That's so cool.
Oh, there you go.
There it goes. So there's a south wind today for a little bit, and a lot of boats are leaving. They're headed north so that they can make their way around the Cape to get back into Banderas Bay up by Puerto Vallarta. And that's the hard part of going north now. We're going to be going against the wind. So a lot of people took advantage of the wind today because as far as the eye can see for the next week or so, there is no weather window to head north. It's going to get worse and you don't want to get beat up out there. So we aren't leaving, and every boat that I watch leave, I start thinking more and more that we're making the wrong decision by staying another week. But we're not in a major rush yet, so hopefully in 10 days or so, there is another weather window for us to start heading north and making our way up towards Mazatlan before crossing back over to Baja. So we'll see how this goes, but I've watched 10 boats leave now, and there's only a few of us left in this anchorage. So it's making me a little nervous.
We are headed off to town to try to find some groceries. Friday is the fruit market, so we're very excited to stock up on some fruit. Skylar and I have been a little sick, so all we wanted is some fruit. Time to go get some.
The market's about 3.5 miles across the bay here, so we'll zip over there in the dinghy. You ready to go to town?
Now it's time to land on the beach. Just gotta time it right with the waves and pull the dinghy up.
Seems like a mess.
are at the Crocodile Sanctuary. Crocodile's a little too close, but it's fun to finally see these mainland phantom crocodiles we've been hearing about.
Well, we are on the move. We're headed north. The southern portion of our cruising season in Mexico has come to an end, and we are now backtracking and headed back north to some places we've already been, and then we'll head to Mazatlan and other places that we haven't explored yet as we end out our season, our winter season, as hurricane season is coming for Mexico, and we cannot be out here for that. We need to get the boat to a safe place. We need to get to ourselves to a safe place. So this is kind of the turnaround point, and now we're cruising north again. Haven't filmed much on this one because it's been a bit of a journey. We are kind of battling the waves. We have good wind, so we're not really fighting a headwind or anything, but we are battling some 4 to 5 foot swells, and it's hitting us just right. Something about the angle and the size of our boat and everything that's just hitting perfectly that it's quite uncomfortable. Geneva hasn't felt that great the whole time since we left yesterday. We did 30 miles, decided just to tuck in and take a break at an anchorage, and then left at 3:30 this morning, which is why I'm pretty exhausted, but I didn't have to do an overnight. And we'll finish out the other 95 miles today. We've been going for quite a bit. I forget, 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8 hours already, and we still have 5 or 6 hours to go. So we should get in before the sun sets, and hopefully when we round the point up here and we get back into Banderas Bay, the seas will be to our favor and we'll start feeling a lot better. As we were headed back into Banderas Bay, we got word that our German friends in their truck, Tembo Traces, was gonna be just a short drive from where the boat was anchored. Our schedules were only gonna line up for one day, so we thought it'd be a great opportunity to hop in a taxi and go see them for one last time on this Mexico trip. But we have plans to meet up with them in Germany this summer, which is gonna be fantastic as they show us around their hometown. We are headed out. We pushed off before sunrise, leaving Banderas Bay and leaving La Cruz behind. We spent a few days there reprovisioning and waiting for a weather window to head farther north. And we have a small one. We're gonna go 50 or 60 miles today, but we will get out of Banderas Bay and we will make some more progress north. It is a beautiful morning out here. It's a little bumpy, but the sunrise was absolutely perfect. And I've been seeing schools of rays swimming by, birds flying, all the fishermen are headed out. It's really enjoyable to just slowly move out of the bay on a beautiful sunrise. Well, we've rounded the point out of Banderas Bay. We're headed north. 40 some odd miles to go. It's a little rolly out here. It's like a roller coaster and a horse ride out here at the rodeo. Not too bad. The girls are up and they're not really enjoying it, but hopefully it all smooths out as the day goes on and we'll have a nice motor sail north. We're about 5.5 hours into the trip now, a bit over halfway. but we do have a little bit to go. And I got head sail out and mainsail up. We're motor sailing. The wind's at a good angle, but it's still pretty light, so conserving fuel and going a little bit faster than we would with motor only. Motor sailing's not bad. If the motor's gonna be on, I'd rather have the sails out as well. So this works out, helps stabilize the boat, but we are fighting the swell just a little bit when we thought it was gonna be more behind us. We'll keep chugging along as we're headed north, which is against you know, the consistent normal weather patterns. So it's quite the slog going north, but we're making some headway. It's not too bad. We made it. This anchorage so far is very beautiful, a lot better than the spot at La Cruz. It's calm, it's peaceful, and we should get a good night's sleep. That was 60 some odd miles in like 10 and a half or 11 hours. We made good time, but it was quite the haul. And now we have a beautiful sunset to enjoy. Please join us in the next video as we have a classic Mexico day with all the kid boats and venture into town. We also continue our push to Mazatlan and only have a few bumps in the road as we make our way north. This anchorage is not protected, but once sunset hit, the wind really picked up. It was like we were out on an ocean passage. So needless to say, we didn't get much sleep.